Greetings and salutations, humans of Earth. Red Wild Rider here with you. Pre-release pack time. My one pre-release pack opening for Adventures in the Forgotten Realms. So thank you for coming by today. Check out what I get in this pre-release pack. Now, some of my pre-release packs from my previous sets have been really good. So maybe I get another good one this time around. But this time, this Adventures in the Forgotten Realms, I think I'm pretty much getting most of my stuff off of either eBay or Alpha Investments. So, one or the other, whatever. Got Loyal Warhound for the pre-release card. Okay. What does this thing do? It's 1 white, 3/1 dog, vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, it's Knight of the White Orchid, sort of. But yeah, nice, not bad. Is cool. So that's possible. And we have our 6 packs and our die and our paper junk. All right. Let's see what we got. Blue die. We have our little insert. Xanathar's Guide to Dungeons. So I guess this is explaining the dungeon mechanic. Which we'll see the dungeons in a moment. The camera will not boop. There we go. So yeah, it's just basic rules and the building pre-release deck stuff that comes in all of these things. Alright, so we have our foil dungeon cards. It's very nice in the pre-release kit. So, there's only 3 dungeons that you can use right now. I don't know when they're going to make more. Right now, you have some pretty fun things, but you have to build a dedicated dungeon deck, and there's only 1 set with dungeon cards in it. As usual, they make a new mechanic, and you can't really do anything with it in Commander because they don't really run enough of it through colors to where you can make a good deck around it without the deck being 5 colors. However, I'm not sure how many foil of these are out, but that's the creature that's made by the 4/4 Death Touch. So, yeah, like in Commander, alright. But they give you foils of all 3. So that's very nice. With our tokens on the back. Now, I think, yeah, the one that makes the skeleton token says the goblin on the back. The one that makes the goblin token has the skeleton on the back. I think that's so you can play both of them at the same time. Both of the tokens are made, at points in the dungeon before the ending. Tomb of Annihilation, though, you make the token at the end. So, it makes sense to put that token on the back of that one. Otherwise, they would have just rotated all of them. And finally, let's get down to 6 packs and see what kind of deck we're making out of this pile over here. So I haven't really looked at the prices. Like I took a quick look at the mythics. There's a handful of mythics that are above $10. Most of the mythics seem pretty decent. So I'm going to split up the cards as I usually do into colors. Now I haven't really closely examined a lot of the cards in this set, so I want to see what I could manage to do with just the average looking at cards. So Prosperous Innkeeper uncommon, I see. Green would be over there. Keynote Sentry. Okay. Ray of Frost. And Westgate Regent is the rare. 3 black for a vampire, 4/4, flying. Ward is discard a card. Very nice. Very black. And whenever Westgate Regent deals combat damage to a player, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. Well, now. Well, now, I mean, okay, there's the obvious, well, Red's going to say it goes in as a traction deck, and of course it does. Um, but, I mean, the Ward discarded card is very strong. That damage ability makes players want to throw things at it. So it's a very interesting balance of a card. I like it. I like it for Commander. I like it for Limited, too. And Cleric class foil. Very nice. Just put that there. And planes and the Fairy Dragon. Fairy Dragon token. Oh, it's so cute. It's the cute Fairy Dragon. Look at cute Fairy Dragon. Okay. So wait, Westgate Region's one about rares. Let's put it up there. Gosh, whatever. So from what I've seen, I mean, I've looked at all the cards. I just like haven't considered them in terms of what like archetypes there are and things like that. I have seen all the cards, and I really love this set. I think it's very fun. Reminds me of old school Dungeons and Dragons. I used to have the original Monster Manual and things like that. So our uncommons here are check for traps. Okay. Battlecry Goblin, Power of Persuasion. The rare is Ranger class. Okay, this one seems pretty interesting because 1 green. When it enters the battlefield, you make Wolf token, 2/2. Okay. 1 in green. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. Well, okay. And 3 green, you may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may cast creature spells from the top of your library. The level 3 ability is really good, but you gotta put 6 mana into it. You can't pay it in installments, which is good. And you have to do it as a sorcery, which is not good. So there's a lot of push and pull with this kind of a card. If that middle one did a little bit more, that level 2 ability, I think it'd be stronger. But that level 3 ability in the right deck is really good. Like my Druid deck could probably get away with playing it because I can get a lot of mana really fast. But it seems alright though. See, in Limited, that's probably pretty good. In Paladin Shield foil. You have foil in each pack. Hey, look at that. And the Swamp and Garbage. I actually have a stack of garbage cards. I make my own Commander cards. Eventually I'm going to... Oh, see, that's why I wasn't supposed to do it to the right, not to the left. And I've actually made cards before where I have... where I put stickers. I printed out stickers and I put them on cards. I figured I could put them on the garbage cards. It seems like the arguably best thing to do with them. I mean, probably print out some other things too, but whatever. First multicolored card here in Trelisara Moon Dancer. 2/2 Elf Cleric in every game life. Put a +1/+1 counter on it and scry 1. It's pretty good uncommon. Ooh, full art Green Dragon. That's nice. Alright. That's a pretty good card. And Monster Manual Rust Monster. Okay. And the rare is Zorn. Alrighty. So for 2 red, you get a 3/2 elemental. If you create 1 or more treasure tokens, instead create those tokens plus an additional treasure token. So this is pretty good considering that red seems to be getting a lot of treasure stuff over time. I mean, besides the obvious cards. But Zorn. First pack without a foil. And we get a dungeon. Ayo. Okay. But yeah, Trelisara cards like that full art Green Dragon though. Wait, let me put this up to the camera again because that's really nice. That is really nice. I like that. Alright, so this is pack number 4. And like, I'm not really looking at the commons yet. When I open these packs, I very rarely just look at the commons. I just like sort through them. We got our first artifact. All right. And usually what I do is I go for like 2 at a time, just to kind of like minimizing motion. But it's me just being me and thinking of things I think about. Rave Enfeeblement. I remember seeing this card, the semi-white hoser. It's still pretty good though. You can do a lot of fun things with that, I'm sure. Beg of Holding. All right. A Moonblessed Cleric. And Asmodeus the Archfiend. Okay, we get a 4 black legendary creature, Devil God. Woo! A Devil God. 6/6. And if you would draw a card, exile. Oh, it's this guy. You draw a card, exile top card of your library face down. Instead, you pay 3 black mana to draw 7. Really, exiling 7. And then for 1 black mana, return all cards exiled with Asmodeus the Archfiend to their owner's hand, and you lose that much life. Oh, so it's the annoying guy, Grizzlebrand, but without lifelink. I mean, fixed Grizzlebrand, but again, why did they have him draw 6 cards? I don't know. You know, whatever. Still good. Still good. Still interesting. Where did I put the 4th rare? And another dungeon card. Interesting. I'll figure it out later. Oh, the Zorn. I put it in that pile. All right. See, I want to go to the left again. Another artifact. Nice. Let's see. Just put that there with it. So far, nice stuff. Another. From the moment they previewed this art, I was like, that's awesome. And it really kind of is. Not gonna lie. But it's black card. And that's an uncommon. Okay. Demogorgon's Clutches. Discard card. Choose your weapon. Trickster's Talisman. And our mythic for here. Still 1 more pack, possibly another mythic. But Loth Spider Queen. Yeah, I like Loth. 5 mana, 4 loyalty counters, legendary planeswalker, Loth. Whenever a creature you control dies, put a loyalty counter on it. That's gonna do so many interesting things. For 0 loyalty counters, you get to draw a card and lose 1 life, so sort of Phyrexian Arena yourself. Okay. -3, create 2/1 black spider creature tokens with Menace and Reach. Very interesting. But then -8. You get an emblem of whenever an opponent is dealt combat damage by 1 or more creatures you control, if that player lost less than 8 life this turn, they lose life equal to the difference. That's kind of black go wide, and I can't argue with that. Wolf Spider Queen might be a fun card to play with in Commander, not gonna lie. Actually, might be, I'm exaggerating. It is going to be a fun card to play with in Commander, and I will be doing it. Ooh, double tokens. Not very devilish. But, you know, whatever. Alright, last pack. Can I get a second mythic, maybe? But, I mean, looks like we're playing black. I mean, and probably black-red. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. And Mimic. Nice. Alright, so almost done. Start taking a look at things. Alright, so we have, those are, okay. And that, and Blue Dragon, we got Mind Flayer for the rare. I'm just skipping right to it. Nice, got an emblem. Forest. So the Mind Flayer is pretty decent. Yeah, let's take a look at that. First of all, that art. That is classic Monster Manual style art. I like this. Who did that? Justine Jones. Well done. Well done. Love it. Anyway, it's a 3 double blue, 3/3 horror. When it enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature for as long as you control Mind Flayer. So it's, you know, Um, what was that? Oh, Solar Temptation. I was trying to think. I was like that fairy in the fairy deck I used to play. Uh, I mean, I know the multicolor card, light blue though. All right, so I mean, let's see what we have in black. I saw discard cards in black, which doesn't make me happy. But if we have removal in red, that's good. So I'm looking at black red first because we have the Zorn in here, and we've got 3 black rares. Actually, 2 black rares and a mythic. We can also go blue. I mean, my flavor is pretty solid. So let's take a look at that black. See what we got going on there. All right. Where am I going to put these things? Let's get those there. Those there. I don't care. It's the green stuff. Let's get this out of the way as well. Okay, so 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Okay, so these are our big boys. So we're really looking for stuff at the low end of the curve because, I mean, I don't think we're going to do better at the high end. We might end up not playing Asmodeus because we might be a little worried about getting away with that. But, yeah, we do some interesting stuff. So let's see. Draw 2 cards and create a treasure token. Sacrifice. Yep, that's the spell that's getting played. Target opponent discards 2 cards, mills 2 cards, and loses 2 life. Not too sure about that. I don't like that card generally. Oh, the one of the hired cards. Nice. Okay, it's 2 mana. Should probably be over there. Yep. Now, Baleful Beholder for limited. I mean, I might have to actually think about it, especially if I end up not playing one of these other ones. Raven Fuelman's solid. I'm fine with playing that. That could swing combat, so that's fine. Shambling Gas. What is this guy? When it dies. Oh, when it dies, that's fine. It's probably gonna die. Ha ha. Target creature gets -11 until end of turn. Beholders have 11 eyes. 10 on the stalks, 1 in the middle of the 10. Kind of expensive, but it's still removal, so you can't really argue with it. Vampire Spawn. When it enters the battlefield, the opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. 2/3 sounds like a card that should be in the deck. Let's make sure we have enough room for a 4 slot. When eventually we find one. Check for traps. No, I don't like it. Another Deadly Dispute. Nice. More card drawing. And treasure tokens. I think so far this is our only dungeon card. We'll have to keep track of that. Because, I mean, just having one is not bad. Like, the first spots in the dungeons are okay effects to get for a creature entering the battlefield. But without having more of them, it's questionable. Thieves' Tools. When it enters the battlefield, create a treasure token. Ha ha ha. Creature can't be blocked as long as his power is 3 or less. Well, yeah, that gets played. Precipitous Drop. Oh, venture into the dungeon. Yeah, if we were able to complete a dungeon, then yes. And these are the cards I didn't want to play. All right, what I like is some of our spells. What I don't like is our relative lack of creatures. I mean, but let's see. Let's see the red stuff. I'm curious to see. In terms of removal, we really don't have any removal. Precipitous Drop, kind of. Depends on how the completing the dungeon bit goes. Might have to go for blue on that. So we have the Zorn, which interacts with our treasure tokens too, which is actually a pretty good thing to have around here. And get some of this stuff off. Because we're going to have to move these up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. There's some room. All right. As far as creatures, Armory Veteran here. As long as it's equipped, it has Menace. I think we had enough equipment, so if I remember, we got one already, and I know there's at least one more red one I think we saw up in here. What does this do? Goblin Javelin in the air, haste. Whenever it becomes blocked, deals 1 damage to target creature blocking it. It's like it's a wannabe Mog Fanatic. Not the worst. Dueling Rapier. It's flash equipment. When it's battlefield, attached to target creature you control. A creature with +2/+0. It's just moving. It's a problem. But the flash and enters attached sounds pretty good. It's a thought. Price of loyalty is to gain control of target creature. And we do always sacrifice creatures, so I think we would have to consider it. Another equipment, +1/+0 in haste. Yeah, that's actually really good as well. We need creatures. Speaking of, Hoarding Ogre. Whenever it attacks, roll d20. 1 to 9 create. It's all about creating treasure tokens. Seems like we want to create treasure tokens. It's 3/3. It's fine. Target creature you control gets +1/+0 until end of turn at the beginning of combat. Yeah, probably. I mean, we do need creatures. Rust monster, sacrifice an artifact. We're making treasure tokens. Rust monster get bigger. It seems like we're more about the tokens. The treasure tokens than anything else. Another Javelineer. Faraday's Fireball. Finally, a damage spell. Yeah, that's that clearly gets put in the good pile. Battlecry Goblin. Goblins you control get. I think we have a fair amount of goblins actually. Maybe. No, I think it's just the little guys, just the Javelineers. But this is one that creates the Goblin tokens if you attack with power. Creates total power 6 or greater. That's not bad. Another Boots of Speed. I mean, realistically, we would only need one, right? Swarming Goblins. When it's interesting. Makes Goblin tokens. Interesting. And another Price of Loyalty. We have 2 Deadly Disputes, but I think we have enough stuff over here. I don't think you need to play a second Price of Loyalty. Anyway, interesting stuff here now. This is 6/10. This is a lot more creature-based stuff. And I put Loth with the creatures because, I mean, realistically, first time in, the only time I'm using the -3 is if I have no creatures, like those 2 creatures could probably block. Unfortunately, I don't have a way to wipe the board. That is sadness, but yeah, I like to put my planeswalkers in with the creatures, even though I'm not really counting it. But 4, so 7, 10, 13, 17. Probably have to cut 1 or 2. Probably end up kind of dungeon stuff. I want to take a look at the blue though, because with Mind Flayer and the Deadly Disputes, we might have a better creature run, which sounds weird for blue, but let's take a look and go with it. I'm just gonna pull the creatures out because it's really the creatures, because I'm sure with the spells we could figure out some things to do. It's usually not a problem in these kinds of decks. Those 2, no. And we might actually have better removal in blue too, so we will. It's not like we're not going to take a look at it, but I want to take a look at the creatures first, because red did give us a lot of creatures, and it gave us a little bit of a theme with the treasure tokens. So blue dragon here is very seems very good if you're playing a deck that's got a lot of creatures on the table. But right now we're just getting here 7 creatures. Red gave us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 creatures. We might be a little tight over here. And plus, Getting rid of red gets rid of. Well, I think we get equipment anyway, but I think the red stuff was what cared about the equipment. Um, I think that's what it was anyway. I mean, all our big stuff is black, so we're definitely doing that. But we have 4 mana, shortcut seeker. We have evasion, but it's all expensive. And we have dungeon stuff, but it's expensive. Like, yeah, this is not a curve. This is suicide. Adding this to the black that we have, where the black was like kind of evenly spread out but top heavy. Yeah, I don't think blue would be worth it. Yeah, just like looking at some of the spells here, like no. No, I think red is probably the right way to go. Unless like I'll check white too real fast. Actually, I should check green because of the ranger class. Getting the wolf token might be interesting. Might play well with the deadly disputes as well. And creatures is where green shines. So let's see what we end up with. I mean, we know we have the green dragon, which is awesome. There we got a fair amount of stuff. We actually have only a few spells. We'll take a look at those in a minute. So, Loathsome Troll. Oh, this is the returning troll. Okay, so that would be a 5-mana spot. I mean, Owlbear you pretty much play. I mean, this deck is starting to get top heavy now. Once again, very top heavy. I mean, I'm not even looking to see what the cards do because, I mean, well, I mean, if you're gonna have cards that are high cost, you may as well have these guys be your low cost cards. Prosperous Innkeeper and Scaled Herbalist. Yeah, this seems like super slow, and I mean, what am I gonna want to sacrifice the Deadly Dispute? Target creature gets +2/+2. Great, don't need that. 2 of those. Not all that impressive. Probably just create a treasure token adventure. Yeah, green would be nice if like, I mean, red green would actually be kind of funny because like it's all low red creatures and all high green creatures, but I mean, we got the Westgate region, which is pretty scary. We got Asmodeus, which is pretty scary. We got Lolth, which is pretty scary. I mean, black does have some kind of decent stuff. I don't know though. I don't know if there's really enough in the spells. Double target creature's power and toughness until end of turn. 5 damage target creature with flying. Oh. I mean, the only creature that's really big enough to do that with would be the Hill Giant. If we got rid of red. Got rid of black, I mean. And we didn't have a lot of red spells, and we don't have a lot of green spells. No, I think black red is right. Let's see how much non-creature stuff is here. Oh, let me take a look up here at these artifacts. I didn't really look at these real close. But we're not playing either of the multicolored cards because they're completely off color. Mimic is not a creature we want to be playing. Spiked Pit Trap seems like very expensive removal. I mean, it is removal, but it's very expensive removal. The fact that it has Flash, though, is kind of interesting. And Deadly Dispute does let us sacrifice an artifact. So even if we end up being in a position where we need to draw cards more than we need the camera to boop, more than we need the 5 damage, it can happen. So that's maybe not something to consider. And plus we have all those, all the artifacts, all the equipment as well. Beg a holy memory, discard a card, exile the card from your graveyard. What does Asmodeus do? Exile it face down instead, okay. I don't know if I want to play with that headache. Uh, Spare Dagger, encourage creatures +1/+0, and okay. So, removal spells: Eyes of the Beholder, Faraday's Fireball. Technically, Price of Loyalty to varying degrees. Not sure if Precipitous Drop is going to make the cut because I not enough venture into the dungeon, but we might come back to that. The 2 Deadly Disputes we have to play just help us process through the deck. Ray of Enfeeblement's removal. If the opponent's playing white, it's really good removal. So that's already 6. But that's only 1, 2, 3 removal spells. Might have to play the Spike Pit Trap as well. And like I said, it is something you could mess around with Deadly Dispute on. So that's 7. We're already nearing the borderline. And how much stuff really cares about equipment in here? What was the Shambling? Yes. But yeah, that was fine. That's definitely there. Yeah, it's fine. We're making treasure. Oh, it was this guy that if he's equipped, it has menace. I don't know if that's going to be really super important. Vampire Spawn. That guy was good. These guys. Yeah, that +1/+0 automatically seems fine. The fact that he's first strike with that ability is really strong. So Skeletons was the dungeon card, right? And that was when it dies. But we have a 4/3 and a 3/3 that makes treasure tokens when it swings. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know how much room I'm going to squeeze in for a Precipitous Drop, and we're only venturing twice anyway, so, yeah, I can't make too many arguments. And here I think everybody sticks around. Giving all the creatures menace, if we end up sticking a bunch of creatures, would be good, but I don't know if that's always going to happen. Sacrificing an enchantment is probably not going to be helpful. Gotta play Asmodeus. The Bold is also a 6/5. So right now this is 7 and 10, 17. 24. There's got to be one more cut. Probably one of the Javelineers. I don't think I want 2 of them. Actually, they're hasty. We are kind of an aggressive deck here. We are trying to just constantly up the power of what we're swinging with. Is there something here I should not play? Maybe there's a Pit Trap. So I think Thieves' Tools is actually kind of important. We actually have Rust Monster shenanigans if we can make enough treasure tokens, which is fun, I think. Because basically we would swing a Rust Monster with this equipped. Wait till blockers are not declared, and then pump it with the Sacrifice an Artifact ability. So Yeah, that could be a potential huge source of damage. I mean, oh, yeah, we don't need the pit trap. I think Thief's Tools is probably more important here. It plays very nice with the Armory Veteran, but it also plays nice with the Rust Monster. Um, and it plays nice with a lot of the creatures. It's Hoarding Ogre. It plays nice with. I mean, there's just too many things that it's actually really good with in the deck. Um, and that kind of makes me like really want to play Boots of Speed too, because then like even my smaller creatures when they come in, they'll have haste and they'll be joining the army that's constantly swinging in. Um, Maybe it's not important to play Radiant Enfeeblement then, really. You just side it in though when you're playing against a white deck because it is a potent removal spell against white for certain. So this is, let's see, 7 and 17 and still 24. There still had to be one cut. Where's the Hexblade? Oh, you get to draw a card. Yeah, that's something that we do want to be doing. The Valor Singer, that guy, that's fine. Cell Sword is fine. Wow. Really not sure what to yank out over here. The Shambling Guest let us make a treasure token when it died. Or give a creature -1/-1, so that's helpful. Vampire Spawn, it's a tough decision to make. We do want to have some life gain, would be helpful. We're going wide. Maybe just the Armory Veteran. I mean, maybe that guy. We do have a bunch of 2-mana spells. So it would help smooth the curve a little bit because 4, 5, 5 whole, but we have equipment that we can pump mana into. We'll have treasure tokens that might allow us to sort of skip the 4 spot altogether. So yeah, like I actually think this is okay. Like I'm not super thrilled about the high end. Like I feel like anytime you start drawing these high end cards, it's like if your opening hand is like 2 or 3 of them in it, you may as well throw back because you're not going to be able to play any of them. And it's rough when you get a deck like this, especially that we're not really in Mana Ramp color, but we are in treasure colors. We just don't have a ton of treasure stuff to really make it really potent. You know, I didn't look at white at all. I did see some decent cards in white, but unless there was some like really ridiculous removal, like this is the point where I would say, okay, let's like look at that final color, and let's just make sure that we're not doing something silly. So I'm just gonna pull out the creatures. I'm not gonna worry about anything else. Because if we're not gonna have the creatures, there's no point, and I really think we're not gonna have the creatures. We do have the pre-release card as well. I think the potion was where we started flipping. Yep. So yeah, we have double devoted paladin here. 3, 4, 5, 6. They're both 5 mana, so it's 5 mana, 4 mana. I mean, this is very close to what black was, except there's no 6 mana. It's just all stacked in the 5 mana spot. So yeah, it's like all the colors were kind of stacked in the wrong spots, except for black and red. They just happen to sort of mold together like kind of nicely. So I think this is the deck that we play with. As far as lands go, most of the high end stuff is black. 5 of the 7 cards are black, so we can afford to play less swamps. So I think I think I would probably start at 9-8, 9 swamps, 8 mountains. Sorry, 9 mountains, 8 swamps. Um, but I might flip that and do 9 swamps, 8 mountains if I found I wasn't getting to 2 swamps consistently by turn 5. Because that's where you want to be with this, because you want to be playing something big on turn 5 or on turn 6. Actually, really on turn 4 or turn 5 with the treasure tokens. So yeah, I think this is the build. I think this is how you would run with this. Boots speeds off in the corner there. Yeah, let me know what you think. Think maybe if I was crazy and like, oh, maybe I should have played one of the other colors. Let me know. I don't claim to be a Magic expert. I'm just an ordinary dude who likes Magic cards. So there's that. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for spending the time with me. Please, do all the YouTube stuff for me. Yep. See you in the next video. And that's it for me. I'm out. Peace. Peace. Peace.